Okay, good morning. Welcome back, Matthew and Ben from Boston. I just finished my first cup of coffee, so I think I got it in my head to do this. It's Japan's turn three. Japan has 46 to spend, and they're buying a carrier, a harbor, a transport, and a destroyer. They are not declaring hostilities against the mighty Russians. So it's a very simple turn. Basically, there's only going to be three combat moves. Two of them are uncontested from Sayun into Kangsu. One infantry and one artillery, and then from Shaiwan into Senshi is going to be the other one. Lastly, there's going to be the issue with this sub here in C-Zone 43. We're going to come in with one destroyer, and in addition to that, let's get rid of this for now. In addition to the destroyer, there's going to be the two tactical bombers and one fighter aboard the aircraft carrier. They're going to go one, and then 2, 3, 4 landing in Burma. All of the forces are condensing to Burma. I've already sent the numbers, but let's get this done because it's basically the only thing we need to do. So a destroyer at 2s. Let's zoom out. Misses. A fighter at 3 or less. Misses. One tactical bomber at a 3 or less. Hit. So your sub defends at a 2 against the destroyer, and it misses. So the sub is gone. That's it for combat. We're going to go ahead and start doing our movements. A tank from Malaya is moving up to Burma. This is all clearly written in the instructions. If there are any mistakes, you'll be able to see it. 2 men are coming into Burma from Shan State. 1 man is coming into Burma from Yunnan. That's going to give me a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men all together. I put some chips together. Give me 1 second here. So that's 3, 4, 5 men in Burma. We're going to have the artillery come in from Yunnan. I could have sworn there was another one, but I guess I'm wrong. So the artillery comes in from Yunnan. The 2 fighters from Yunnan into Burma. The strategic bomber into Burma. The 3 tactical bombers into Burma. This 1 infantry in French Indo and the 1 artillery is going into Shan State. The transport, the 2nd destroyer, the battleship, and the cruiser, I'm not filming that, am I? Go into 36 from C-Zone 37. The sub and the 2 carriers stay there. Now here's what's happening. The planes that are on here are also going into Burma, and that leaves the carriers empty for the very brief time being. However, that's going to be rectified by flying from the Caroline Islands. 2 fighters are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, due to the fact that there is a air base there. And they're going to land in C-Zone 37 on the carriers, as are 2 fighters from Japan. They're going to be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 4 fighters now on those 2 carriers. And there's a destroyer here. That's here. We have 2 transports up in C-Zone 6 in Japan. They're each going to be grabbing 1 tank and 1 infantry. And they're going to be going 1, 2, 3 down to C-Zone 36, and they're bringing the 2 tanks and 2 men, and they're dropping them off at Kwangsi. What's currently in Kwangsi is going to be in Kwatong is moving into Kwangsi, except for the tank. The tank is going to be going to French Indochina. So that looks like it for there. Now, there's a fighter in Korea. That Korean fighter is going to land on the carrier, the new carrier that I'm buying. The fighter that's also in Korea is going to be landing in Japan. 3 of the men that are in Manchuria are moving into Korea. And again, this is all referenced in my instructions. And then the 1 remaining tactical bomber that's in Caroline Islands is going to be going 1, 2, 3, 4 to also land on the new carrier. And I believe that's it for my movements. Oh no, there's a mechanized in Cheon that's moving to Quichao, and in Hopi, the 4 men are moving to Quichao as well. So that should pretty much, we'll do a once over, but that should do the job. We're going to be placing a harbor in Kwangsi. Yeah, harbor in Kwangsi. A carrier, which will now have the fighter and the tactical bomber on it, and then the destroyer and the new transport in C-Zone 6. So we'll do a recap so you can see what we have. In Burma, we have 3, 4, 5 men, 2 artillery, 1 tank, 1, 2, 3 fighters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tactical bombers, 2 strategic bombers. Shan State, 1 infantry, 1 artillery. French Indochina, 1 tank. Kwangsi, 2 tanks, 4 infantry, 1 artillery. Quichao, 4, 5, 6, 7 men, 2 artillery, 1 mechanized. Shanxi, 1 infantry. Kangsu, 1 artillery, 1 man. Up in Manchuria, we have 6 men, 1 artillery, 1 AA. In Korea, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men. In the Sea of Japan, we have 2 carriers, each of which has 1 fighter and 1 tactical on it. We have 1 battleship, 1 cruiser, 1 sub, 2 destroyers, 3 destroyers. Yeah, 3 destroyers and 1 transport. In Japan itself, we have 1 fighter, 1 tactical bomber, 3 infantry, 2 artillery, 3 AA guns. And down here in 37, we have 2 carriers, each have two fighters on it. In 36, we have a battleship, a cruiser, a destroyer, 4 transports. In 43, we have a transport. That should sum it up, and I'll do the money later. Thank you, gentlemen.